Hello everybody, it's me, Low Battery from Women Locked Up Before and After Show, and I just had one thing I had thought of earlier today, and I thought about making a video about it, and well, I'm gonna do it on just one, because I got too many more things later on to talk about. But excuse me. I want to talk about just one of the grossest things about the women's prison in Central Mississippi Correctional Facility, where I was locked up. Now, I don't know if I don't think that's like that anywhere else, actually, because, as I say in every other video I make, I never see the things in those documentaries that I seen when I was where I was at, and the prison I was at. It's like the ones I see, they're so clean and just, I don't know. Anyway, well, first of all, the bathrooms. Bathrooms are terrible. I mean, terrible. They are so bad. I mean, the first time I went down there, well, every time I went down there, they've been bad, but they just recently put some stalls up. And I'm not talking about stalls with doors and stuff either. I'm talking about just a little thing between each toilet, because before they put those up, you just literally like sitting right beside each person, and you realize how hard it is to use the bathroom, especially the number 2. I'm not trying to be gross, but I'm just being real. When there's somebody on either on one side or both sides of you, or right directly in front of you. And one thing I hated about that too was that there's people who wanted to sit there and talk while they're on the toilet. I'm sitting there thinking, these people are carrying on conversations like it's nothing. I'm sitting there thinking, no. I'm sitting there trying to concentrate, and these people over here having a conversation. But yeah, but the nasty part of it, before I get back to that, was that it's not, I mean, there's just different things. First of all, okay, there's paint. The paint is coming off the walls, okay, and it looks corroded. It looks like, I don't know if you ever noticed, if you've been locked up in a jail, prison, whatever, if they have that problem, that is whenever they have, like, it looks like they've been painted over like 1,000 times over, and they don't repair it or clean it, all the mold off there or anything. They just want to paint over it. Well, that's what it looked like. The paint was chipped off and everything, and that's all in the shower part too. That's where you see the worst. That's like, before you even get there to where you want to take a shower, you're looking at the walls like, do I really, really want to step in there? That's whenever I first ever went to prison. I'm sitting there thinking, this is where we take showers at. I was not imagining that at all. I mean, the county jail's bad enough. I mean, which county jail, we all pretty much work together, and so that we can be in the shower by ourselves instead of having to share, because like in the county jail, the showers are way too close to each other, way too close. So we had it made to where we could take a shower by ourselves. Well, in prison, it's not that lucky. You're not that lucky. But there are sometimes, like, after you get classified, now your yellow jumpsuit, you can only take showers between 3 p.m. and 9 p.m. That's the only times you can take a shower. So if you get caught in the shower any other time before that or after that, you get an RVR, which is Rural Violation Report, and it's very bad. It can go on your, you can lose MET time, you can lose a lot of things to do with that. It's not worth it. So you might as well just jump in there with whoever, whatever. It's not very nice, but I mean, you don't have a choice, do you? But anyway, the paint on the walls and mold all over the place. I mean, there wasn't just mold where the paint was chipped off. If you looked really, really high up there, in the ceiling and everything, there was mold all over the place. I mean, everywhere. I just couldn't believe how much mold was in there. And they would have these inspectors come through, but they would have the lieutenants and stuff come through the zone and literally tell everybody, make sure you get this place cleaned up, and I want us to make sure I see everybody clean and nobody sitting and all. And they're talking about all these old people too now. I don't mean nothing by that. I didn't mean nothing, weird about that or anything. It's just that where I was housed at, there was more elderly people than lifers and everything. And they're telling all these people, and with matter of fact also, there are people in wheelchairs, people missing limbs, people it was about just pretty much anything you could think of, they had it. Pregnant women, everything. But anyway, the mold, yes, that was bad. But the worst thing I think I seen in that bathroom is the leeches. There are leeches bad, and those centipede looking things, I guess that's what that'd be called. Look like centipedes to me. I mean, it could be something else, because I don't know, but they crawl all around the drains, and it's so, God, it's so gross. I mean, just that. Okay, that's another thing. If you are headed to prison, this is just for anybody who's headed to prison. If you are headed to prison, and I'm just telling you right now, if you don't make commissary, try to find a way to hustle to make commissary to where you can at least get some shower shoes. Or hopefully you have hometown there with you that will let you borrow theirs if they got some, because do not step in that shower without shower shoes. That is just that's a big no-no. Anybody there will tell you that. Even the ones that you would never even want to talk to, that you don't even trust. Because it just looks like that if you barely touched it with a toe, that you would catch some kind of disease. I mean, it's just terrible. It's nasty. It's crap in there. And that's why I said make sure you get a pair of shoes. They're like $2 on there. They're not that high, but there's some people that actually will give them away when they're going home too. A lot of people give stuff away when they go home, but you got to catch them 2 or 3 months before they go home, because most people know they're going home in 3 or 4 months, and they done gave all their stuff away, their fan, and just all kind of stuff. And if you don't have any money or anything, then you better be trying to figure something out. If you know how to draw, people like you to draw envelopes and stuff like that to send their family on holidays and birthdays. If you can cut hair with a, well, I might as well say straight razor, because they break the razors and use the razor or the blade from inside of it. Anyway, they just do different things. Oh yeah, and they wash clothes for each other down there, and it seems like you'd be like somebody's maid or something like that. But that's how a lot of people made their money or commissary or whatever. They had to do those things. But back to that again. I know I'll run along a lot about stuff. It's just so many things that is crazy about down there. But and nasty too. But okay. Also the shower part. I'm trying to think. I think there's. Let's see. There's 1, 2, 3 poles. But see, only so many showers. Only so many shower heads work. So you only have, say, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Now every zone is different. There could be all working in one zone. The one I was in, I'm just going by the one I was in. But there's always going to be 2 or 3 shower heads out in the bathrooms, and you have to maneuver your way into getting in there. Now there are people that don't like being close to people and stuff like that, especially with them little, what I called the last time in one of my videos, the ones that act like little kids. Well, they like to get in there and all cut up and laugh and all that stuff, think it's a big joke. That's one thing I can't stand, to sit there and see these 19 to, or take that back, 18 all the way up to in their 20s, acting like a 5 and 6-year-old, and they think it's a big joke. They want to show out and all kind of stuff, and it's just a bunch of mess on that part. But anyway, most people though, they try, like the older people and more laid back people, they know when to get in, and they know when it's, or like I said, like I was about to say, people don't go back to eat, and they would stay in there so they could take their showers while everybody's gone to eat in the dining hall, which you only have, it says there's actually a sign on the wall that says you have 20 minutes to eat, and you can't be talking, none of that stuff, because you get caught talking, you get wrote up on that too. But what I was saying about the sign on the wall, I don't even know why they have that sign on the wall saying you have 20 minutes, because the 20 minutes starts when you leave the zone to go to the dining hall. It don't start when you sit down to eat. I mean, they start as soon as you're walking out the door of the zone straight to the dining hall. Well, anyway, what else about the bathroom? But yeah, I forgot, they've got a shower curtain up now that goes all, now the tower can still see everything. That's where the officers are at, and lieutenants go in and all that stuff. And now, this, I'll tell you something, this is for real too, and I think the reason why that happened, because people's family, or inmates, were calling their family members and telling them what these people were doing. But there were men, lieutenants, up there going in the tower to see the women when they was in the bathroom and stuff, y'all, and that's not right. I'm telling you that, because it happened when I was down there the first time. I remember looking up after I was about to get a shower and everything, but I just happened to look up. I was like, oh my God, is that a man up there? There's a man in the freaking tower up there, y'all. And they're like, yeah, they do that sometimes. Like, well, they ain't doing them. I'm in there, and I got my stuff, and I walked to my rack. And I was like, there ain't no way. Something ain't right with that now. And I was like, how long did they do that all the time? And they said, pretty much. And they actually said that the man liked to do that or whatever. But that was, I said that I was not, there was no way I was getting there while they was in that tower. But anyway, I'd wait till they was gone and everything, and then everything settled down and got cooler and stuff too to get in the shower because it gets really hot. But even though there was no heater in the winter time, I'll tell you about that later in another video too, on the heat, on how, because there is a heater there, but don't work very good. But there's no air conditioning. Even when it gets so hot, oh my gosh, you're like you're in the sauna. But anyway, the bathroom again, I'm sorry, I keep going into something else, because like I told y'all, I got a lot of things that I could talk about. A lot. Just telling you right now, it's a lot. But anyway, yes, and you will see. Oh my god, I just thought about something. There's something else that I noticed in the bathroom too, and it happens all the time. Women, oh my god. Well, this is what the show's about, so I'm just gonna put it out there. I have been in there numerous times, got in the shower, and be sitting there, washing off and everything, and literally look down, and there will be, I'm not gonna say too gross, because that's so gross, but used tampons down there where the drain's at. Like they just left them there, bloody ones. Ugh, God, I can't believe I said that. Ugh. Yes, it was so gross, oh my god. My lord, I just couldn't believe how these women were living. I mean, pretty much that is where you're living. I mean, when you're sentenced and they put you in prison, that is where you're living. That's your residence. That's where you live. When you get mail, that's where it goes. Okay, but if you're gonna live there, at least have respect for other people and everything else. That's just freaking that's nasty. Yeah. Anyway, think of something else about it. I know that's not really part of the bathroom deal, but yeah, it kind of is because it happened in the bathroom. There was a girl that was going around one time that was literally stealing women's underwear, because supposedly she didn't have any, I don't know, but these women would walk out to get dressed and everything, and their underwear would be gone, and they would literally have to cover up and go to the tower up there and tell them that somebody stole my panties. I started thinking, are you freaking kidding me? These are used, and you're telling me that somebody stole your, oh my god, wow. Anyway, other than that, let's see what else. Oh, now sinks. On the shower heads though, I don't remember how many they're working, and the one I was in, there's 1, 2, 3, 4. I think there was only 5 out of 10 or 12 that was working, and they want you to make sure you get in there and get out in a certain time. That's kind of a little impossible. But there's 10 sinks. I do know that. And there's a bigger sink, and then there's a medium-sized sink that are next to each other in a different spot in the bathroom. And that's where a lot of people wash their clothes out in. And that's actually what it's for, because I don't know what else it would be for while being sitting there on the wall like that, unless it was, well, they're right now they can't say mop bucket, because the mop bucket has its own thing. They fill the mop bucket up in the bathroom. Not really sure if that was always there for that or what, because you're supposed to literally in the rule book it tells you to send your clothes out in the laundry. You get a laundry bag, which if I had it right now, I would show you what it looks like, which is not from there. I already had one to put my clothes in. I'm trying to see if I see it anywhere. I don't right at the moment. But anyway, yeah, it's you can. It's one of those, like a net looking thing, but it's a bag, but the holes of the net are really small, and that's what you put your clothes in, and you tie it up. It's really good. Make sure it don't fall out. And you put there's a little square, like a square looking piece at the bottom of the back, one of the corners of the bag. That's where you put your bed number and your last name or your MDOC number or whatever. Usually it's better with your bed number because they can lay it on your bed if you're gone to class, if you're gone to eat or whatever, and people's passing out the laundry, they can just put it on your bed. But some people can swap up beds all the time, and so they'll never know. It's actually, maybe it is better by last names, I don't know. But back to the bathroom. I keep going on other stuff that I could be talking about another time. There's been gross stuff on the sinks before too. There's been actually, oh my god, one time I also remember seeing one of those same things I just told you about on, actually not one of them, a pad on one of the sinks. Somebody, I guess, was in the bathroom and was going to throw it away, but they laid it there and forgot about it before they, hopefully they forgot about it, not just done out of spite, because that'd be really gross. Gosh, how could women live like that? Anyway, the bathroom where you sit down and you do your business and you don't want to be bugged. Some people, like I said, it's mainly the older people that would sit there and talk to each other while they was using the bathroom, like you would literally be on the front porch talking and gossiping about the neighborhood and stuff. Well, that's what they would do in the bathroom. But the other ones, the younger crowd, the ones that pretty much want to call little kids brats, they would go in there and hide behind one. That was bad when they put them the little walls. I ain't gonna say stalls no more, because stalls to me have doors on them. And anyway, they go in there and they go smoke in the back ones. And I don't know how they do that, because it's safer, even though you're not supposed to. It's safer back in the back to smoke where your rack is at, because right where the bathroom's at, it's where the tower's right there. I mean, literally, the tower can see more of the bathroom than they can, the whole entire zone. But I've seen the same thing. There's drains all through the bathroom. In case one of the toilets ever overflow, which they did all the time. There was people doing that on purpose. Literally flooding the toilets on purpose. I'm not talking about no right or nothing either. I'm talking about they would do it literally out of spite. And I've seen people, not seen them do it, but literally went to the bathroom, I don't know how many times. And if I had that sound, that scary sound that come out of a movie, I would actually put that in this when I'm fixing to tell you. I would be like, oh my god. But I would literally sit down to use the bathroom, and I had somebody across from me say, you might not want to move to your right. I'm like, what's to my right? And they're like, just don't move to your right, you'll be okay. I'm like, no, really, what's to my right? And I looked down myself while I was saying that, pretty much. I'm like, oh my god, oh my god, oh my god, oh my god, are you kidding me? Oh my god. It was feces on the freaking wall thing right there. Literally, like, not even a hair from my pant leg. And I was like, oh my god. this bathroom is so gross. Oh my God, these women, how can they do this? How can they live like this? And it's been on the walls before and stuff too. I mean, you understand, there's people in there that are in there for all kind of different things, have mental disorder, mental problems, whatever, and they do weird stuff like that. And it's just really gross. I mean, to sit there and see stuff like that. And one more time, I'm going to say one more thing about the bathroom, because I want to try and start making my videos shorter, because they're harder to upload when they're longer. But that's just, I had to tell you about all these things about the bathroom. But anyway, I went to use the bathroom another time after I got out of school and everything, and it was hot that day. There's no air, like I said, in there. There's no air conditioning, and it's so hot when you come in there and you're ready to just get in the shower and get out and whatever. Well, anyway, I went to go use the bathroom, and I was just checking. Everybody, it's a habit to literally check each toilet to see if anything's in it or on it or whatever before you sit down on the toilet. And most people don't sit on it. Like me, I would just put a little bit of toilet paper on the seat and use it, because I mean, it's just really gross. I normally wouldn't do that, but there, yes, oh my Lord. But again, I was walking through there trying to figure out which one I was going to use, and you got like, say, 1, 2, 3, 10 toilets, 10 sinks. I'm sorry, I forgot about that, except for the 2 other sinks I was telling you about. Anyway, I kept looking and I was like, are all these out of order? Because I had out of order signs on it. I guess the other girls had put a notebook piece of paper and it said out of order on it, and it was under a garbage bag that we used to put in our little garbage can. And I finally got to the back one back there. Oh gosh, I'm not even. Blech. It was so bad. It was all over the freaking wall, all over the freaking toilet, all over the freaking everything. Floor, I mean, it looked like somebody literally done that on purpose. I'm sorry, but I know they did that on purpose. This one girl, when she saw it, she was right behind me. She's like, what you looking at? I was like, you don't want to know. You do not want to know. I said, don't go over here, do not, because I'm just to go. And I'm sorry, my good light just went out, and I have to turn it back on because it's my good light. Hold on, sorry. Okay, there we go. There we go. Okay, anyway, sorry about that, y'all. That light only stays on for so long. I was hoping I would be done with this video before that. I didn't know it was going to be this long. I'm going to wrap it up now, but the girl that was behind me, she was like, well, I'm going to say something about that, because, see, I'm trying to say the word, but I almost said it. She said, I'm going to say something about that, because that ain't even right. She literally got up, or turned around, and went to the tower, or stood up on there's only 3 steps, and to talk to the women at the tower. She's like, she wasn't talking to the people at the tower, the officers. She was turned around, and then she said, attention, attention. And she looked around like, and she done it again. She said, okay, attention, attention. Ladies, if you're going to use the bathroom, make sure you don't miss the toilet. The toilet, that's what the toilet's for, not the floor. And not the walls, that's what it's for. Okay? That's what she said to everybody. And she also made that one statement right after that. She was like, and if you're having your menstrual cycle, please put your stuff in the garbage can. Don't leave it laying on the floor. And see, I didn't know then when I seen that in the bathroom, that really bad sight. I didn't know that there was actually a nasty pad right beside where that was at. So whoever did that left the pad there too. That's just gross. I was sharing my one of the grossest things I've seen down there. I had to tell y'all that. I'm sorry, but I had to. It was in my head, and I had to think about. I'm not thinking about it, but I had to literally have to tell y'all. But anyway, please keep commenting below, and I'll keep. I'll think of other stuff. I mean, well, if you give me a comment down below, I can talk about what you want me to talk about that happened down there, about jail or prison, or experiences when I got out or whatever. Actually, that one's coming up too, and that one's really important, so I want y'all to look for that one. But anyway, thank y'all all for watching, and sorry all that was very, very nasty and gross and everything in between. But that is for real. It's just real, y'all. That's just real talk. So, thank you for watching. Please like, share, and subscribe. Peace, and love y'all. Bye.